friends, I'm Akash, and a hearty welcome to my YouTube channel and the Geography Made Easy series. In this episode, we'll be learning about Argentina. But before we go into further details, I want to request you to please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for new videos. The official name of Argentina is the Argentine Republic, and the people who live in the country are called Argentines or Argentinians. Argentina is located in the southern half of South America, between the Andes Mountains and the Atlantic Ocean. Chile borders the country to the west, Bolivia and Paraguay up north, Brazil to the northeast, and Uruguay to the east. Argentina is the second largest country in South America after Brazil, and the 8th largest country in the world. It's slightly less than 3/10 the size of the US. The capital is Buenos Aires, which is also the largest city. Other major cities, however, include Cordoba, Rosario, Mendoza, La Plata, and San Miguel de Tucumán. Argentina is divided into 23 different provinces, called provincias in Spanish, and one autonomous city, Buenos Aires, the capital of the country. The provinces and the capital each have their own constitutions, but they all exist under a big federal system under which these smaller provinces and capital constitutions work. As you can hear right now, the national anthem of Argentina is playing, so let's talk about the flag. The national flag of Argentina was designed by its independence hero Manuel Belgrano in 1812, and it consists of 3 horizontal stripes equal in width, colored light blue, white, and light blue. A yellow sun of May was added to the center of flag in 1818. The Sun of May is a national symbol of both Argentina and Uruguay, and it represents the Inca sun god Inti. The full flag featuring the sun is called the official ceremonial flag, or in Spanish, the Bandera Oficial de Ceremonia. The flag without the sun is considered the ornamental flag, the Bandera de Ornato. While both versions are equally considered the national flag, the ornamental version must always be hoisted below the official ceremony flag, and as it turns out, the ornamental flag is a lot less used than the full flag with the sun, the Bandera Oficial de Ceremonia. The population of the country is 44,938,712 as per the 2019 estimate, and the Argentine Constitution guarantees the freedom of religion. Argentina has been an overwhelmingly Christian country. Nevertheless, even the current Pope, Pope Francis, is from Argentina, and he is the first Pope to not come from Europe in history. The country is 62.9% Roman Catholic, 15.3% evangelicalism, 1.4% Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormon, and 1.2% other. And there's also 18.9%, which is all just non-religious. By the way, there's a quiz at the end of this video. It tests you on the knowledge that you've learned through this video about Argentina. So if you're paying attention, you're going to get all the answers to the quiz at the end of this video correct. So pay attention because there's a quiz. Anyway, continuing on, the currency is the Argentine Peso, or ARS, which is its code. 1 USD is roughly equal to about 70.51 Argentine peso as of the time we are filming this video. In Argentina, there is surprisingly no official language, or at least the Constitution doesn't really mention one, but the national language is officially Spanish. Argentina is a former Spanish colony, and it's also the largest Spanish-speaking country in the world, even bigger than Spain itself. English is also picking up in Argentina because it's being taught in elementary schools. Argentina's literacy rate is very high at 99%, and the type of government is a federal presidential constitutional republic. The president of Argentina is both the head of state and the government, and the bicameral legislative body is called the National Congress of Argentina, or the Congreso de la Nación Argentina, which consists of the Senate and the Chamber of Deputies. Argentina is an international middle power and a founding member of the United Nations, the Organization of American States, the Organization of Ibero-American States, that's Ibero meaning Spanish and Portuguese, and then the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States. Although Argentina has been one of the world's wealthiest countries 100 years ago, it suffered during most of the 20th century from recurring economic crises, persistent fiscal and current account deficits, high inflation, mounting external debt, and capital flight. Benefiting from rich natural resources, a highly literate population, a diversified industrial base, and an export-oriented agriculture sector, the current economy of Argentina is a middle emerging economy. It's the second largest in South America and one of the world's top developing nations. And because of that, it's now a member of the G20 major economies. Argentina has a relatively high GDP per capita, with a considerable internal market size and a growing share of the high-tech center. And it looks like Argentina is beginning to restore its past glory. In 2017, Argentina's economy emerged from recession with a GDP growth of nearly 3%. And Argentina even hosted the World Economic Forum on Latin America and the World Trade Organization's Ministerial Conference, and it also presided the 2018 G20 Summit. The GDP share 2017 is mostly agriculture and industry and services. Services take up 61.1%, industry takes up 21.1%, and agriculture takes 10.8%. 2019's nominal GDP estimate is about $445.5 billion, and the per capita income is roughly $9,887. Argentina exports majorly to Brazil, China, the US, and Chile, and it imports from Brazil, China, the US, and Germany. The Argentine landscape is extremely varied and ranges from steep Patagonian snow-capped mountains in the south to the rich plains of the Pampas in the northern half to the rugged Andes along the western border. Due to its vast size and range of altitudes, Argentina possesses a wide variety of climatic regions, ranging from the hot subtropical region in the north to the cold subantarctic in the far south. Central Argentina has hot summers with tornadoes and thunderstorms, with some of the world's largest hail falling to the ground. The highest point in Argentina is, like I mentioned earlier, Aconcagua, with 6,960 meters high in the Andes range. The lowest point is the Laguna del Carbon, a salt lake in the Santa Cruz provinces, at negative 105 meters. The country's internet top-level domain, TLD code, is .AR. They drive on the right side of the road, and the international telephone country code is +54. Argentina has only one time zone, and it is GMT minus 3 hours. Argentina is very active coming to sports. Pato, an ancient horseback game, is the national sport. However, the most popular sport is football. Ta-da! Along with Brazil and France, the men's national team is the only one to have won the most important international triplet of soccer: the World Cup, the Confederations Cup, and the Olympic gold medal. Alfredo Di Stefano, Diego Maradona, and Lionel Messi are among the best players in the game's history. The country's women field hockey team, Las Leonas, is one of the most successful, with 4 Olympic medals, 2 World Cups, a World League, and 7 championship trophies. Basketball is a very popular sport. The men's national team is the only one in the FIBA American zone that has won the quintuplet crown: the World Championships, the Olympic gold medal, the Diamond Ball, and the America's Championship, and also the Pan American gold medal. A few of the country's most acclaimed players all play as part of the NBA, and Argentines have made their mark in polo, auto racing, and boxing at the international level. The name Argentina is indeed a Spanish word, but the first people to name it that were, in fact, Italian navigators like Giovanni Caboto. Argentina in Italian means silver, and navigators wanted to imply that Argentina was a land of silver or had a coast of silver. Italian explorers and map makers named it that because they thought the Argentine mountains had literal silver in them. This was a myth that wasn't true, but this was a myth called the Silver Mountain Legend. And Argentina was the first country to be associated with it, so they named it Silver, or in Italian, Argentina. Argentina is a multicultural country with significant European influences. Modern Argentine culture has been largely influenced by Italian, Spanish, and other European immigration from France, the United Kingdom, and Germany, among others. Its cities are largely characterized by both the prevalence of people of European descent and of conscious imitation of both American and European styles in fashion, architecture, and design. Museums, cinemas, and galleries are abundant in all the large urban centers, as well as traditional establishments such as literary bars or bars offering live music of a variety of genres, although there are lesser elements of Amerindian and African influences, particularly in the fields of music and art. One other big influence is the gauchos and their traditional country lifestyle of self-reliance. Finally, indigenous American traditions have been absorbed into the general culture milieu. Now, it's quiz time. I'm going to ask you 5 questions about what you have just learned. And your first question is, who is the head of the government of Argentina? Your second question is, what is the highest peak in Argentina? Your third question is, what is the national sport in Argentina? Your fourth question is, what is the official language of Argentina? And finally, your fifth question is, what is the currency of Argentina? For your convenience, the answers are located in the description below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like my videos, then make sure to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss my new videos every time I upload. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash.